Good afternoon. My name is Joseph Gilariosa of the Journal Global Links, and I'm also a member of the Human Rights Alliance in Chicago. And me and Marlon Texon are going to moderate the press conference that is scheduled here with Senator Antonio San F. Trillanes IV. Welcome, Senator, to Chicago.
Thank you very much, sir, and Mr. Joseph and Marlon, and to the Filipino-American Human Rights Alliance.
Thank you very much, Mr. Senator Antonio Trillanes, may kababayan. Puro Bicolano ito. Ito si Joseph Sorsogon, ako Daraga Albay. Senator Trillanes is from Ligao Albay. So we will be having the Oragons here in Chicago for this very as a starting point. Mainit po ngayon ang issue ng pagdating ni Senator Trillanes because just last night around 2 p.m. the International Criminal Court has decided to have a preliminary examination of the war on drugs by the president, which claimed almost 13,000 souls already. Hindi lang po yan mainit. Bago po umalis si Senator Trillanes, he filed 2 resolutions before the Financial Committee and the Blue Ribbon Committee, chaired by Gordon and Escudero, with regards to the issue of the millions of bank accounts that was not reported in the SALN. Aside from that, may mga issue pa na mainit na pwede na rin nating matanong kay Senator Trillanes with regards to this move of the President and the Congress for the federalism movement and proposals in the Philippines. So diyan po tayo mag-forward around sa issue na ito. But first, let us give a chance to our Senator to give his welcome remarks as he arrived in the windy city of Chicago. Napakalamig po ngayon dito. Halos
Maraming salamat po at tayo ay very honored at napunta tayo dito, nabisita natin yung mga kababayan natin dito sa Chicago, and despite the extreme weather conditions ay nandito sila at natuloy itong ating event. So I hope this afternoon ay makakatulong ako sa pag-enlighten ng mga kababayan natin sa iba't ibang issue na lumalaganap ngayon.
We also have a new arrival from the media, Ms. Yolita Balinal, the editor and publisher, and Barto Balinal. They are just preparing to ask you questions. So maybe you can react to the first question of Mr. Marlon Texon about your comment on the filing of the preliminary examination by the ICC, and from there, what are your plans? Or
as regards the ICC case, just a brief background. Na-file namin po ito last June 2017. Ito ay bunga ng mga iba't ibang issue na nadokumento natin, ibang insidente ng pagpatay na nangyari sa ating bansa na umabot na sa libo-libo. At ordinarily, bago ka pupunta sa ICC, ay susubukan natin na yung mga democratic institutions natin ay gumana. Kaso, unfortunately, yung judiciary, yung PNP, yung NBI ay walang ginawa na investigasyon to find out kung sino talaga ang mastermind dito. Hindi ito specific na cases lang na mga pagpatay at yun lang, kumbaga kung ano lang yung sensational, yun lang yung investigahan. Hindi po. Ito ay wholesale murder na mismong sinasabi ni Mr. Duterte na yun ang plano niyang gawin at ginawa niya. So sinubukan natin na mag-imbestiga sa Kongreso, kaso unfortunately ito ay inupuan. So at inabsuelto si Mr. Duterte. Ngayon, nag-file naman tayo ng impeachment case sa kanya dahil nga meron siyang immunity based on the Constitution. So the only way that you can prosecute a president for any crime is after he is impeached. Kaso, doon sa impeachment na yun ay sinagasaan ng mga kaalyado ni Duterte sa Kongreso, kaya wala rin napuntahan. Since wala na tayong recourse, dito tayo nag-resort dito sa option to file a case sa International Criminal Court by filing this communication for Duterte having committed crimes against humanity. Mass murder ang ating ipinail. So yan po ang background. Base sa proseso ng International Criminal Court, ito ay pag-aaralan muna nila at pag nakita nilang may basihan at tama yung or totoo yung mga aligasyon, yung mga initial information, ito ay aangat doon sa preliminary examination na ito na nga in-announce na nila. Ang next na stage dito ay yung tinatawag nilang investigation. Iba ang sistema ng ICC dun sa ordinaryong korte. Sa ordinaryong korte, ang tawag nila ay preliminary investigation. Then eventually, ipa-file yung kaso sa korte at yun na nga, may indict na. Dito, ang tawag nila dun sa trial proper is investigation. So yun yung sistema doon. So itong preliminary examination, after nito, pwede na mag-issue ng warrant of arrest kay Mr. Duterte. Ang sa atin dito kasi ang punto, merong namatay na mga Pilipino na libo-libo. Sino ang pumatay at nag-utos pumatay sa kanila? Si Duterte maliwanag sa pulisiya niya na papatayin niya itong mga drug users without the benefit of any validation whether they are beyond redemption or not. Hindi sila dumaan sa pagkakataong ma-rehabilitate para mabalik sila sa mainstream na society. Hindi man lang sila nabigyan ng proseso o ng tsansa na idepensahan yung sarili nila whether they are guilty beyond reasonable doubt at kung ito bang kanilang krimen. And mind you, there is no such crime as being a drug user. Okay? So, ito bang pagpatay ay commensurate doon sa krimen kung meron man na ginawa. So, lahat yan sinort circuit nito ni Mr. Duterte. Ngayon, sinasabi niya na hindi naman daw siya nag-utos directly to anybody to kill. Hindi po, kasi as the head of state, nag-announce siya ng polisiya ng pagpatay ng mga drug addict at drug pusher, kaya namatay ito mga to. Doon po sa crimes against humanity, it is not enough na hindi ka nag-utos. Kailangan pinigilan mo. Kasi mga kababayan mo ito, ikaw yung tatay ng bansa papatayin mo yung mga anak mo. Kahit na anong civilized country sa buong mundo, walang gumagawa niyan. Di ba tatay ka You're the father of the nation and yet you killed your own children. Ganyan ang implication nun. Ngayon, since tayo hindi natin siya ma-prosecute, then we are asking the ICC to prosecute him on behalf of those killed and on behalf of the Filipino nation in general. So yun po.
I'd like
Mike.
During the investigation of the Senate, I think chaired by Senator Richard Gordon, when Motabato and Las Cañas testified, there was some kind of suggestion that the police should investigate the allegations. Now, the presidential spokesman, Mr. Haro Roque, was saying that it's premature for the opposition to file a case before the ICC because there was no charges being filed against Duterte in local courts or in the Philippine courts. Will you say that the Senate did not kind of recommend any new legislation to investigate the perpetrators?
Ganito po, nagkaroon po ng investigasyon. Ang Committee on Justice, una na pamumuno ni Senator Laila de Lima, kaso nga, nung nararamdaman na nila yung init, pinagkaisahan siya at tinanggal, pinalitan bilang chairman ng Committee on Justice. Ngayon, ano ang nangyari doon sa investigasyon na yun? Inabsuelto nila. Ang sabi doon sa committee na yun, committee report, ay wala raw EJ case. So, paano ngayon yung mga namatay na libo-libo, ano yan? Hindi naman tayo na peste sa Pilipinas. Binaril sila Pinagbabaril sila ng police dahil dun sa sinasabi nilang nanlaban at meron din yung sinasabi lang vigilante na base dun sa mga events later on, lumalabas hindi pala mga vigilante ito ay mga mercenaryo or mga assets ng mga police din. So yan yung nangyari. Ang sinasabi nila na hindi pa daw dapat na-filean sa ICC dahil hindi pa raw na-exhaust all the legal remedies sa Pilipinas. Kailangan nilang basahin muna ulit yung Rome Statute. Dahil nakasaad doon, hindi yung mga agrabyado ang nag-exhaust ng legal means, kundi yung Estado. Dapat it's the state should exhaust all remedies na talagang pinakita nila na hinabol nila kung sino yung gumawa. Ito hindi, pinagtakpan. Ginamit yung mga state agencies to cover up the crime. Kaya hindi natin mahabol-habol kasi nga lahat na magkakasabwat. Ngayon, ganun din. You cannot file a case against Mr. Duterte because based on sa constitution natin, merong immunity. Kaya nga kailangan ng impeachment. Kaya nga sabi ko, marami rin kasing nagiging eksperto na sa ICC suddenly. Basahin nila yung Rome Statute and the accompanying documents. It is so clear there. Lahat ng elemento doon satisfied to warrant this case against Mr. Duterte. Yun. At the end of the day, may mga namatay na Pilipino na libo-libo na walang trial na nag-convict sa kanila beyond reasonable doubt of a crime that has a penalty of death. Wala namang tayong death penalty. Pangalawa, yung wala namang krimen na gumamit ka ng naging nahook ka sa drugs ko ano man dahil siguro may problema ka sa pamilya, may problema ka sa buhay, na nalulong ka doon. It doesn't mean na wala ka ng tsansang maging productive member of society. Si Senator Manny Pacquiao nga, umamin siya na shabu user siya So kung natukhang pala siya early on, di wala tayong world champion. At wala rin tayong magaling na senador ngayon. Di ba? So, ang sa akin dito, there is an opportunity for redemption for everyone. So, kailangan may managot dyan. At si Duterte ang mastermind nito. He is the head of state. He is the commander-in-chief. Kung ayaw niyang mangyaring may namamatay na ganon, he could have done everything to stop it and run after those who did it. Yan po.
Mr. Duterte'S is going to ask the question.
Pessimistic about the course of action that you have taken, no? We know that we cannot prosecute Duterte in the Philippines because of what you said, because of his immunity. But knowing that almost all agencies, in the Philippines are complicit, and Duterte doesn't even deny the fact that he is the one ordering this. He says this in no uncertain terms. He is so bold at doing the summary killings, ordering this, because he feels that's why he was elected. Because when he declared in his campaigns that he is going to get rid of these drug users and drug, pushers in the country, he was elected. He was voted to be president, and now he does what he said he was going to do. Now, my question is that how realistic is our step of pursuing justice for these victims through the international court? What are our chances? We've seen, just one comment, we've seen how we tried to resolve the issue on the waters, on our Spratly Islands, and against China through the UNCLOS, United Nations Law on the Seas was applied, and we were rightfully declared as owners, and we have rightful claim over these islands. But still, the Chinese kept on building, and they're actually spreading ownership of the islands. So my question is, how realistic is our?
So two questions.
Spreading ownership of the islands. So my question is, how realistic is our?
So two questions.
So the West Philippine Sea issue is very much different. We already we have won that arbitration case, as you mentioned. But the problem is Mr. Duterte failed to assert our victory in the arbitration court. So it's not the failure of the arbitration court, it's our failure because we didn't assert it. Okay. Now, the chances of the case in the ICC, the fact that the prosecutor of the ICC already announced that she is commencing the preliminary examination, it means the case is moving. Okay? And based on the past the cases handled by the ICC, there are some cases that were finished in just a matter of months. It depends on the evidence available. In this case, there's an abundance of evidence because Duterte himself was seen and heard declaring publicly that he has this policy of killing Filipinos. So, maganda ang tsansa. Yun yan. Ang difference ng mga kaso dun sa Africa and the case in the Philippines, tayo, since openly democratic country tayo, doon established yung international media, national media, whereas the African countries, mahirap sila makakuha ng ebidensya. Dito na-document, na-picturean yung mga bangkay, nakukuha yung mga testigo. Marami ngayong mga testigong nakatago at the proper time lalabas sila. So, kumpleto ito. Madali ma-prove itong case na to. Ngayon yung sinasabi naman na kaya siya nanalo dahil kumaga, nanalo siya na nangangako siya na papatayin niya. So, what's the problem? Ang sa ating kasi dito, there are so many factors kung bakit nanalo si Mr. Duterte. Pangunahin na dyan, yung mga fake news na natutulog doon sa Colombo, simpleng tao lang daw, yung pala bilyonaryo. Meron din yun nga, may pinakita na sira yung sapatos, yung pagpapanggap niya na siya ay ordinary tao. In fact, sinabi niya na anak daw siya na mahirap. Anak ko siya ng governor ng Davao, ng malaking probinsya. And so, bata pa lang ito, may mga bodyguard na ito, kaya naging bully ito hanggang ngayon. So, maraming panliling lang na nangyari nung panahon na yun, ng kampanya. And, ang clincher dito is when he promised, without flinching, that he will eradicate corruption, crime, and illegal drugs in 3 to 6 months. He did that with so much sincerity and conviction, and maraming naloko doon. Kasi hindi sana yung Filipino people na may kandidato na mag-openly maglalay. They were expecting na medyo kasi magkakasingilan di ba? So what happened? O sige, they bought that line. Nung nanalo na, 6 months went by, ano sabi niya? Ay miscalculated, hindi pala kaya 3-6 months. So paano yan? Naloko na tayo. Di ba? Yun ho yung mga factors. Hindi siya binoto dahil nangako siya na papatay niya yung mga tao. Hindi ho yan. Sinasabi niya yan, parang siyempre, yung mga tao, hindi nila iniisip na gagawin talaga yon. Pero nung ginawa na, let me cite the case of Mr. Kian de los Santos. Nung lumabas yon at nag-rally na yung mga tao, sabi na too much ito. Hindi na. What did Mr. Duterte do? Umatras siya. Bakit siya atras kung he feels that that's the reason why he got voted in the first place? No. People thought he was just joking. People thought it was just hyperbole, as he keeps on claiming. But, di ba? Yun po yan. Naloko niya na. 6 months, when he won the election, 6 years na nating pagtsatsagaan ito. So, he just needed enough to lie enough for you to vote for him. Kung anong gusto mo marinig, he will give it to you. Para iboto mo sa kanya. Ngayon nakuha niya na. Di pa sensyahan.
Grace. After that part.
Grace is with the Pinoy News Magazine.
Hello, Senator. We know Duterte was a prosecutor before he was a mayor, and he says that he's seen a lot of these cases that he felt that it's justifiable, and we know that he has no remorse for the killings, and he's very stubborn. Is there some way you and other senators and congressmen can collaborate with him, or just find some type of his humanity to be able to make him work with you in order to find solutions to the drug problem instead of demonizing him? Because obviously the more you do that, you're going to push him away, and he won't want to, he'll think that you don't want to work with him.
Okay. I am a member of the political opposition. In a democracy, our job is to check the abuses of the president in this case. So it's not my job to suck up to him, but despite my role being a member of the opposition, I was never an obstructionist. I supported the budget of this administration every time, and that's the main engine, main fuel of any administration. So it doesn't mean that I am criticizing him. It doesn't mean that I'm also obstructing his plans for the country. No. Now, the issue is a crime has already been committed. What do you want us to do? Do you want us to look the other way? Or you want us to fight for these people who cannot fight for themselves? More than 10,000 Filipinos have been killed. Now, we cannot simply turn our backs on that.
Mark, do you have any questions?
I have a follow-up question if there's
Sige.
I'm not playing a devil's advocate here, Senator. I was just. I'm not playing a devil's advocate here, Senator. I just want to know that when I went home, you know, I was talking to some people, and they have very positive impression, positive comments about Duterte. Hindi ko, kahit anong sabihin ko sa kanila na, sabi kong gano'n, ba't gusto ninyo yung mamamatay tao, you know, something like that, no? Tapos sabi nila, marami pong nagagawa. Ma'am, sabi niya gano'n, yung mismong usap ko sa dyaryo na ko dun sa Pilipinas. Sabi niya, maraming nagagawa po si Duterte, tingnan ninyo, ganito, ganoon. They are so impressed, you know. Itong mga bata ito, these are not millennials, but, you know, younger crop, nasa 40s, ganyan. Tapos, yung mga matatanda din, natutuwa sila kay Duterte kasi doon sa Kabanatuan, where I came from, you know, mismong sister ko, hindi ko ma-change yung opinion niya, no? Sabi niya, naku, kakaunti na lang ngayon ng mga drug users dito kasi nga, takot sila kay Duterte. You know, something like that. Users dito kasi nga, takot sila kay Duterte. You know, something like that.
Una-una ho, being popular doesn't make it right.
I know.
Okay? Yan po ang kailangan natin impart. Andito tayo na itulak sa kanila, ipamukha sa kanila kung ano yung tama regardless whether it's popular or not. So, yun yan, no? Now, having said that, alam niyo, pumunta ka sa North Korea, palagay ko, lahat doon ng ginagawa ni Kim Jong-un, very, very popular din. Lahat, palagay ko, wala rin ganong krimen doon. No? Kasi, papatayin ka eh. Tapos, sila, ang tingin nila, nasa paraiso ka eh. Nasa paraiso sila. Why? Because that's how these things work. Una, tatakutin ka para pag hindi ka makapagreklamo, kasi pag nagreklamo ka, kukulong ka, papatayin ka. Then eventually, kukondisyonin mo na yung utak mo na parang maganda na nga. Then they will feed propaganda. So, ganyan po ang ginawa sa mga taga-Davao. Alam nyo, I keep on saying, sinasabi lang din, ginawa niya transform yung Davao. Sabi ko, nakapunta na ba kayo sa Davao? Hindi pa. Yun naman pala eh. Pag pumunta kayo ng Davao at pumunta ka ng General Santos, you will see the difference. Mas maayos sa General Santos. May urban planning, mas tahimik. Walang ganon. Pero, hindi nyo nalalaman kung sino yung mga gumano. Kasi, ganon lang talaga yun eh. Nangyayaring development. Ano? Ito sa kanya, grabe traffic, grabe yung urban poor dyan, pati nga basura, hindi maayos makolekte. It's a typical Filipino city. Ngayon, hinawakan niya ito ng more than 20 years, ha? Palagay ko, kahit sino dito sa room na ito, bigyan mo ng pagkakataon, mamuno ng isang syudad for more than 20 years, they will do better. Infinitely, and without killing people. Now, punta tayo doon sa crime situation. Sabi ni Duterte, naging peaceful yung Davao. Mali. Kasi based sa statistics, nung as late as December of 2015, from the PNP, Mayor Sen ito, ha? Mayor pa si Duterte nito. Number 1 ang Davao City sa murder, at number 2 sa rape sa buong Pilipinas. So, in fact, based on the statistics, Davao City is actually the most dangerous city in the Philippines. Pero, yung mga taga Davao were so brainwashed into believing Davao City is the safest city, not only in the Philippines, but in the world. Talungin nyo sila, ganon. Parang silang mga North Koreans. Ganon yon. That's the thing here. Sabi ko nga, yun ang problema eh. Hindi ka pa pala nakakapunta ng Davao. Nabibilib ka na kaagad. So, gano'n nangyari. Maraming panliling na nangyari nung kampanya. Kaya ngayon binabasag ko yun eh. Kasi pinagloloko lang kayo ni Duterte. Hindi nyo ito kilala, itong tao na ito. Magnanakaw siya at mamamatay tao siya. Bastos pa, among others.
Hindi, tinatanong kanya kung
Aren't you
hindi
afraid?
okay.
Aren't you afraid he will?
Okay, umiinit po. Ang init ng ating talakayan ngayon ay itutuloy ho sa community town hall meeting with Senator Trillanes meets with Chicago Philams. Ngayon, siyempre, may tanong ako after Bart will be the final question. Sabi ni Sara Duterte, Mayor ng Davao, recycle daw ang iyong mga sal and allegation of the millions. Ngayon, even though ako'y natatawa rin sa ganyan dahil kami, sa panahon ngayon ng global climate change na natatamasa natin ngayon, ay ang pagiging reduce, reuse, recycle ay katanggap-tanggap sa panahon ngayon. Ngayon, ang pagiging recycled ng mga fans sa environment is very good. So what can you say about this recycle counter-charge ni Sara Duterte sa iyong mga allegations?
Alam niyo po, kaya nare-recycle itong issue na ito dahil hindi naman nila hinaharap eh. Di ba? Alam niyo yung hamon ko sa kanila, pumirma kayo ng waiver para ma-prove nyo kung totoo yung allegation ko o hindi. Ngayon, sa akin ganito, bakit nila gagawin yun? Unang-una, siya presidente, ito si Duterte. Nagpapanggap siya na meron siyang anti-corruption advocacy, pero bilyonaryo ka pala. Sa akin dito, for the sake of your supporters, yung mga diehard followers mo, pakita mo sa kanila na malinis ka, at ito, kakargahan ko. Pag mali yung akusasyon ko sa kanila, magre-resign ako bilang senador, at hindi lang yan, magwo-walk-in ako sa kahit na anong kulungan na gusto niya. Kung mali ako. Di ba? Maganda yun. Mapapakita mo, mapapahiya mo na itong si Trillanes, maikukulong mo pa ng wala ng kaso. Di ba? Yun ang sa akin na hamon. Kaso, paulit-ulit, iibahin ng usapan eh. Di ba? Maggagawa ng ibang issue. Kaya nire-recycle ito, sa akin hindi. Ito, harapin mo ito kasi mahilig ka magpanggap, Mr. Duterte, na malinis ka at galit ka sa corruption. Yung pala ikaw mismo ang korahon.
Mark? Last question. Last.
I was just reminded of the latest resignation of
Bart is also from Bicol, Catanduanes.
the son of Duterte. I'm thinking that this is just a drama for people to believe that he is really sincere in his responsibility to clean up the country. Do you agree with that?
I agree with that ho, no? Kasi yung sa mga nakapanood po dun sa hearing tungkol dun sa 6.4 billion pesos shabu shipment, nakita nila na lahat yung mga players involved in the shipment ay konektado kay Mr. Paulo Duterte. Lahat yon, yung small Abiliera, yung ka-text nito ni Mr. Taguba na itong si Tita Nani, naka-document yun na si Paulo Duterte yung kanilang amo, so pumunta pa sa Davao, nagbigay pa ng maliwanag. So, ito nga babalik tayo, galit ka sa drugs, Mr. Duterte, pero yung anak mo nag-i-import ng drugs. Meron bang, narinig nyo ba si Duterte man lang na nagmura-mura siya, nagalit na galit siya, bakit nakapasok yung tuni-tuniladang drugs niya sa Port of Manila, sa front door ito, pinasok. Wala. Anong ginawa pa? Inabsuelto yung mga nagpasok, ni-reassign pa. So dito makita na talagang kalokohan yung yung war on drugs na yan. So kawawa yung mga nabiktima rito. Ginagawa ni Duterte yung mga pagpatay na yan sa war on drugs na yan dahil gusto niyang takutin yung mga Pilipino. Gusto niyang kumalat yung balita sa mga bara-barangay na pagka pumunta ka kay Duterte, patay ka. Pwede ka sama. Yan lang po yan. Walang, wala siyang intensyon na i-eradicate yung illegal drugs dahil doon pa lang sa Davao, hindi nga niya nalinis eh. Alam niyo ang proof, nung nagtokhang sila, yung mga mag-surrender, libo-libo yung nag-surrender sa Davao City. bakit nangyari yun? Di ba? Plus, ilan yung na-document natin na incidents na nag-i-import ng cocaine dito sa Davao at ginagawang transshipment point sa ibang bansa. So, di ba? Siya yung hari ng Davao. Bakit nangyari yan? Kasi siya ang nagsusupervise. Yun lang po yan. Besides, ito pa. Meron na po ba tayo nakita yung mga top drug lords na identified sa Pilipinas ay nakasuhan? Wala. Kaibigan niya. Mga kaibigan niya.
Yung mga mayor.
Okay, umiinit po ang ating talakayan sa ating special guest who flew 13 miles.
13,000 miles.
And was able to land in O'Hare despite the stormy blizzard in Chicago. People are coming in, and the second phase of this event will now commence. And I now would like to turn in this to paring Jerry Clarito, Gigi, to start the second phase. Mr. Senator will now be on the town hall community meeting with the Chicago Pinoys, and of course, some of our friends in Chicago. Gigi.
And thank you for this, giving us an opportunity to hold a press conference.
On behalf of Filipino-American Human Rights Alliance of
Do
Illinois,
you like the member of the press to have a
Jerry
photo?
Clarito and
Okay.
Juanita Salvador US, Mr. Marlon Pexon, Mr. and Mrs. Martin Yolito Balinal of the Prelim Magazine,
Okay, sino kukuha?
Money.
Grace Garcia of Pinoy News Magazine, and Mr. Manny Zambrano of Philippine Weekly and Philippine Daily Inquirer. This is Joseph Chelariosa of the Journal Global Links and PhilaMessenger.com. Thank you, Senator.
Thank you. Like Madam Marlon
Antonio
said, my name is
Sonny
Gigi Estrella. I'm going to
Trillanes,
be your MC for tonight's community dialogue.
for being a
with
gracious
Senator
host
Trillanes.
and
Right
answering
now, we're going to take a little bit of
your
a break
questions
until 6:15.
during the press conference.
So there
in
are
this
some refreshments.
very
So
snowy
we did want to thank
Chicago,
the food sponsor,
Illinois weather,
Countryside Bank,
February 9,
for their contribution to the
2018.
sandwiches. And Mom and Sally, thank you for ordering.
We
Oh,
thank
sorry
you,
if you
Mr.
can't hear
Senator.
me. Thank you, Countryside
for
Bank, for contributing
your
the
presence.
sandwiches for this evening, and Mom and
Mabuhay
Sally
and
for the
maraming
pancit
salamat.
and the